There's a goat over here. I'm giving myself a new challenge. I am so ready. What are you doing over there, Roger? We're gonna start working. Da 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 da. I've started the mornings now with some yoga. This is what I call yoga. It's not actually yoga, it's just me trying to stretch in a fancy way. But anyway, that's yoga. Well, I don't want to say that, I don't want to get in trouble. But every morning one of the animals is joining me. Today is Roger. He just walks up here. This is his house now. He moved in with me. And I have to say that every time that I do these things, these fancy stretches in the morning, I just feel so full of energy during the entire day. So no, this is my secret. To have energy, combined with coffee of course, it's gonna get me through the day. What are you looking over there, you silly bumps? Hi, good girl. Do you want some num-nums? Do you want any num-nums? Yeah? Yeah. Good. Momo. There you go, Momo. Enjoy it. It's so crazy to think. This is insane. We have our own little egg factory right here. You see in that corner? There is an egg. And like that, you will find eggs all around the place. The main nest is over there. They almost never lay the eggs in there. They find any other spot to lay eggs but the nest. Whoa! I'm giving myself a new challenge. You see that wall over there that is not even started? And this one over here that is not finished? I'm giving myself 2 days. 2 full days of work to finish this thing, and if I don't get to drink my coffee for a week. And I don't want to be without coffee for a week, so I better rush, hurry up, and get this thing done.
I met Kirk last night, and he shook my hand in the end and said, "You ain't got me losing you. What you gonna do about it?
I don't need to know." We are slowly getting there. Check this thing out. Almost on this side. We're missing that side only. But I have no more plysim, so I gotta go do some business with Jordan. Hey, Jordan! Hello, sir.
How
much plysim can I get for $1?
How many pieces do you need?
15.
Take what you need, we'll figure it out later.
Okay, here's $1 in advance.
That's your deposit?
I owe you $1 less. We got a missing plysim. I only bought 60 boards in total for all the walls in this house, and it turns out I was gonna need 75, so I just got 15 more from Jordan. He bought like 150 for the sauna and the bathroom, but he only needed like 70, so he had a lot of it left, and I just bought some from him. I have had so many people asking so many questions about the construction of this house. Why am I painting the boards just like that? Why don't I paint the entire thing? How am I gonna cover the gaps in between the roof and the structure of the house? Why don't I put up the other piece of roof that is missing over there? Guys, I would love to answer all your questions. I would love to see it and use to spend an entire day just responding to all your comments. I'm sorry if I don't do that all the time, but as you can see, there is plenty of work, plenty of things that need my attention over here to finish this house. But I'm gonna answer some of the questions that have been popping the most. For example, that roof panel that is missing. What happened over here is that the wind just lifted the entire panel by itself from here and it threw it all the way over there. The wind over here is crazy strong. This thing is not playing games. So I have to wait until the windy season dies. It's still going little by little. Sometimes we get a little break, but it's mostly going strong, and I can't put the roof panel. I can't take the risk of going up over there with that roof panel and just get blown away by the wind. That is so dangerous. We already did that when the windy season was kind of starting, and it was not a good experience. And I would love to stay and answer all your questions. I know that everybody has many questions, including girlfriend questions. So if you guys want to ask all these things and you want your answers, I would recommend you to go to Patreon. Leave your questions over there and I will make a video answering as many as I can. I'm gonna put a link in the description of the video so you guys can go ahead and check the Patreon page, leave all your questions in there. But now, let's build some walls. We got the wall all done. Woo! And it just started to rain, so I don't think it's a good idea to be going up and down that ladder while it is raining and also installing all this stuff with the drill. So I still have one more day. I still have one more day to complete this task and this challenge. So tomorrow I have to wake up early and get hands on building this wall. We're finishing this thing tomorrow. Good morning, Ted. One of the most essential things when it comes to off-grid living is electric power. And the reason why it is so important is because you need electricity to power your house appliances, to recharge your devices, to power the fridge. And up until now, I have been very concerned on how I will cover all the expenses of the solar gear, including batteries, solar panels, all the wiring stuff, inverter, controllers, and everything else. All of that is going to be a lot of money, which I don't have, so I want to give a big shout out to my folks from EcoFlow. This right here is the EcoFlow Delta Pro, which they just sent to me. It is a 3600 watts an hour power solution, which I'm gonna be using to power this entire house. When it comes to off-grid power, you really wanna be the most efficient with the power usage. Something that I'm not really a fan of is solar grid setups. It's so messy, so many wires, and when it comes to reading how much power you have left, you basically have to do a math equation. And at 6 a.m. when you were awake, with your brain still asleep, you don't want to do that. Maybe it is just me being lazy and not wanting to do a crazy solar grid setup connection, but I really like keeping things simple, easy to understand, and EcoFlow makes it easy for you. One of my favorite features about the EcoFlow Delta Pro is that it has a built-in power reader which tells me how much power I have left, how long is it going to last, when do I need to plug my solar panels, how much are my solar panels giving to me in power, watts, and how much am I using. All of that right there, so easy to use, and honestly, I just love the way that this thing is so simplified. I believe electricity should be easy for everybody to understand. I know that you guys out there, electricians, I know that you guys put in hard work on doing all those calculations and all the things that you do, and I really appreciate and respect all the hard work you do. But for people like me who we have so many other things going on around that we just can't put our heads in more things, something like this is really convenient. Just hook it up to your solar panels and it will be all ready to go. It can also work as a reliable partner for power backups in your house, RV traveling, camping solution, off-grid living, and many other functions that you can have and use the Delta Pro for. And this right here is the EcoFlow 400 watts an hour solar panel. I am still amazed that we can harvest electricity from the sunlight, from the sunshine. That's just amazing. We can create electricity with this thing. It's just unbelievable. A big shout out to whoever invented these things. Bro, you nailed it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people is going to be like, bro, 3,600 watts an hour is not enough to power a house. That's not gonna be enough. But what if I tell you that I not only have one of those, I have two of them. Plus, I have been living for the last year on only 300 watts. Yep, I did it. I can say it. And I consider myself pretty efficient when it comes to using power. I only use what's necessary. And I still have a lot of work left to do in this house. A lot of wire in the walls for the plugs and everything else, all the electricity related things. Once all that's done, I'm just gonna plug it in to these babies, two of them that I have. I'm gonna plug them into there, and that's gonna power the house. If I need more, then I will get more. I just don't wanna have to do all that messy wire and battery thing, which I don't know, maybe it's just me that I'm lazy, but I don't think I will have the patience to do that. However, big shout out to my friends from EcoFlow. Thank you so much for sending this over. Appreciate it so much. If you guys want to get this product, if you want to get it, check the description of the video. I'll put a link right there so you guys can go ahead and get yourself one of these things. I am so ready to finally get all these walls done. Honestly, the first wall to do was a lot of fun. It was very funny to do that wall. I enjoy it, but once you have to do the rest, it's not that fun anymore. So today we are attempting something. The most that we have done in a day is half of a wall, but today we are attempting to finish an entire wall in a single day. It is 5 p.m. I am over halfway there, almost done with these walls. I'm exhausted. I injured my arm. I can barely hold something strong with this arm. Something with my muscles. It's gonna be fine tomorrow, I know. But I'm almost done. We are completing this thing today. I don't care if I have to stay up until 8 p.m. I'm finishing this thing today. Oh yes, with no doubt, sunset season is right here. I remember last year it happened kind of like middle March, but this year is happening middle April, and it's awesome. It's actually 7-11. I'm just finishing this thing. We got it, we did it. We accomplished the challenge of building these walls, finishing these walls in 2 days. We got it. What are you doing over there, Roger? Are you crazy? Please come down, don't hurt yourself. This cat is just crazy. Roger, come down. You are crazy. Come on, get down. Just look at this view. This is amazing. I am also so excited to finally get started on a different part of the construction of this house. We're gonna start working on the bathroom. Hi, good girl. Good morning. Come over here. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. That's my puppy. This section right here is where I'm planning to do the bathroom. It's right when you enter the house, right at the left. Right over here, all this space is going to be the bathroom, and I'm gonna do it different. For the floor of this bathroom, I'm not gonna be using those flooring jets. Instead, I'm gonna do a concrete slab. I mean, how can I say no to this? It's so smooth, perfect, beautiful. I wanna do this. I think I am ready to build this thing. I'm ready to work with concrete. You may think that concrete is one of those things that is very tedious. It actually is. It could be a little dirty, you know, because you get covered in dust, you get covered in concrete everywhere, all your clothes you have to throw the clothes away when you use them. But it's a lot of fun, and I haven't worked with concrete in a while, many months, so I feel I'm so ready and very excited to get hands on building this thing. And of course, I can't just put a concrete right here, because right now that thing is just gonna fall to the ground, and that's not going to work. First, I need to set up a structure with plywood underneath, cover this entire space in the bottom, so that's gonna hold the concrete into place while it's drying. And before I do that, I also have to set up all the framing pieces going all around here, so I can place the walls over there, and I can put a concrete once those things are set into place, and that's gonna just attach everything together. And yeah, that's nice. What else do I have to do? Oh yeah, I know, I need to make the list of materials that I'm gonna use for this project. I already got the list of materials right here. Now this is the time to go get the quotes, and I'm gonna show you how different it is from one store to the other. I just got the first quote right here. This one is for $240. Now let's go to our hardware store and see what is the difference. The same materials, same things, but we're gonna see the difference on price. It's got the next quote over here. This one is for $247 plus the shipping, which is $15. That's gonna be $262. I can talk them down to probably $250. I know. I think I'm gonna go for this store. Usually they give me really good products, and they offer me warranty for the products. If something comes broken, they will change it immediately. The other store doesn't offer me that, so I'm gonna go with this one. You always want your materials to be good, in good conditions. You want that when you get those materials, you can just call back and like, hey, this thing was broken, I need a new one. This was not my fault, you should take care of it, and this store provides that for me, so I'm gonna go for it. Woo! Power is definitely out. This is the reason why I live off the grid. I wouldn't have power right now. Back here, we need to start by making a working table. It's not gonna be the best working table ever. We're gonna improvise a little bit. We're gonna use this thing that we had for the scaffolds, and we're gonna turn it into a working table. We're gonna use some of the 6 inches caballos. It's gonna be not that tall, it's gonna be a few inches taller from the ground, but I'm gonna work over here, so it's gonna be good. I can't put it in that surface because that's pretty slanted. So let's get hands on it. I'm really concerned that this thing is not gonna turn out pretty good. This is going to be one of those rare cases where we have to use a generator. We have been working only with solar energy during the last probably 1.5 to 2 months. But on the instances where we have to weld some stuff, we can use our solar stations. We have to go with a generator because it's the only thing that can produce enough voltage to power my welding machine. So let's get hands on welding. I'm actually pretty excited because I haven't done welding in a while. I hope I hadn't forgot it. tick, 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 tick. Yeah, I think I got it. The reason why we built this little table is because we're gonna have to do a ton of cuts. We're gonna need to cut all the plywood, all the wood that we're gonna use to put underneath this concrete slab that we're gonna pour. So we need a place, a surface where we can work on, and we don't have to be scared, because if I work over here with this surface, if I cut this thing, I'm gonna be upset, because these are expensive and this is for the rest of the floor. I need another surface, and we are doing this. So we're going down 1/2 inch. We want our concrete slab to go deep down into this structure, 1/2 inch. I'm setting these things 1 inch and a quarter because the plywood that I'm gonna use is 3/4 inch thick, and that is going to add up to 1 inch and 1/4. This is one of the reasons why I love living here. You just work and build and stuff, and all of a sudden there's a goat over here just walking, chilling through the door, just like stepping on the things that you're building. This place is the best. Careful, what are you doing over here? We got the base for the floor already. This is a base where the concrete's gonna go over. I still have to do some work over here. I need to make sure all this thing is completely sealed, no little gaps anywhere, so the concrete does not escape through those gaps. Now the next step is going to be to start framing all the walls. This is the first thing that I should have done, but I was waiting for these materials to arrive. They just arrived. I got the cement, all the sand and gravel that I was gonna need for this, and the beams that I'm gonna use for framing the walls are used here. So let's get hands on building this thing. I don't like this. He's run out of gas for a generator, and I'm halfway there. It's almost 5 o'clock. I wanted to keep going on it and build it today, or do as much as I could, but since I have no power with the generator and I need to weld, and I can use my power stations to power the weld, I guess we're gonna have to continue that tomorrow. But it's okay, we're taking it slowly, one beam at a time, you know how it works around here.